free love, where people felt we don't have time to get married. We just need to love each other, because that's the only point of being in this world, is to love each other. And people got fucked over royally, let me tell you. But there were people who were really beautiful people, sincere and genuine. And it was a point of time that seeded something, and it's really blossoming in our time. But there's one thing that prohibits it, and there's no question, is the Roman religion, with all their really stupid, malicious dictates and their lying books. I mean, it's just terrible. And the worst thing is that they've co-opted the Jewish people in Israel. You know, in Israel, you can't buy the land, but they give it to Christian groups, actually give it to them to come and baptize people in Israel, a thing that has just destroyed the Jewish people. This horrible story, which has, they can't even, there's no historical Jesus. Certainly this story didn't happen, this horrible libelous story. And along with this, and with the with the consent of the rabbis, that there is now this terrible division between the Jewish people and the Muslim people. And instead, we're siding with the Christians who pray to a Jew as God and nail him to a cross. They should suffer forever. Fuck them, man. I mean, that's just wrong. That's just racist. And the rabbis will not open their mouths because they have no balls. Completely, they're just cowards, and they're in bed with the church. But the question is how to reconcile, Muhammad the prophet with the Torah. And the truth is that there is no problem of reconciliation. I'll show you. See? See this complete. It's right. Keep my books, and down here you should be able to see it. Down here, that's my Quran. And with my Jewish books, I have a Quran, and because in my house there's always peace in the Middle East, and there will never be peace. There'll never be a political peace, because Israel is not to be a political country. Israel is the Holy Land. And it's part of the Semitic inheritance that was given to the two children of Abraham, Ishmael and Yitzchak. And even though Yitzchak's prophecy came 1,500 years before the prophet Muhammad and the Quran, but both are prophecies. And there's over 1 billion people in the world who govern their lives according to the Quran and who live really good, substantial lives that are meaningful, whereas Rome has no meaning to life whatsoever. And that's why they come up with these dumb religions and dumb theories like the Big Bang Theory, which makes everything pointless. And they try to sucker people into their stupid religion. And the truth is, I mean, if people want prophecy, there's only 2 books of prophecy in the world, and that is the Torah and the Quran, and there is no contradiction between them whatsoever. And it's another huge mistake by the rabbis not to admit this. How could you ever have peace in the Middle East, which is all, Muslim, and not recognize the prophet? And particularly when there is nothing in the Quran that contradicts the Torah. And I've heard very religious people, Jewish religious, who just say horrible things about the Quran and about the prophet. And how can that ever bring to peace? I mean, just uninformed people, stupid people. They're very smart in Torah, but they're very, they don't have any brains. And they've just, and they continue on the side of the church. And all of their devotions are meaningless before God. I mean, this is just terrible. So that's my answers. best as I can answer it. I get pissed off about these things, but they're, we should get pissed off about these things. I mean, we have to stop treating them, as normal, to live with this racist religion and allow them to buy as much land as they want and without any consequence at all.